Continues, he was in 12th place before he retired.
Whoa, good running wide there, absolutely. Montoya and Raikkonen is going to capitalise on it. Well, we saw a fantastic scrap between these two at Hockenheim 3 weeks ago, wheel to wheel for a sequence of 5 or 6 corners. It was mesmerising stuff. And on that occasion, Montoya managed to get past Raikkonen, who had to get off the throttle. But Montoya making a little mistake there, perhaps under pressure from Raikkonen.
And Raikkonen didn't really punish him enough. Raikkonen decided to get all active on the way into the last corner, where he'll never overtake. And instead of just calmly lining himself up, and he missed a chance to put Montoya under more pressure. But Montoya really struggling for grip, and Raikkonen tries to go right round the outside, now has track position for turn 3, and Montoya tried to hold on to it and could do nothing about it at all, and got passed by Trulli and Coulthard.
¿Desde qué punto se puede sancionar o evaluar esto por parte de los comisarios?
Ahí se fue.
Digo, por semejante gol en pista, Ferro, es tan difícil encontrar el límite.
Además está sobre los terrenos, ahí va. Vettel lo supera a Alonso no le cede el lugar, se va un poquito ancho el español. Una lucha maravillosa, esto es lo que queremos. Campeones luchando en la Fórmula 1. Y ojalá que nadie penalice esta lucha, Ahí van, rueda a rueda. Que no se toquen, por favor. Alta velocidad en este circuito. Miren cómo vienen. Medio euro para Alonso. Y ahí Vettel tuvo que levantar a Alonso porque se venía la curva y Vettel tenía la cuerda. Impresionante la maniobra.
Aplausos, bravo, histórico.
Hizo lo mismo de nuevo. Decía Sebastián.
A 32 Grand Prix is on the tail of Carlos Sainz and still scrapping away, and I have to say Sainz is doing ever such a good job here.
Yeah, super job. Alonso looks like he's a fox put amongst the chickens though, doesn't he? He's absolutely determined to catch something. There
and
he
he's
goes.
going to go down the inside here. Sainz just manages to stay ahead. Alonso almost going off-roading there. The incident between Kevin Magnussen and Danny Kvyat will be investigated after the race. Here comes Fernando Alonso. Sainz is trying to force him round the outside. Alonso has got ahead, has he? Under braking, Sainz might try and fight back. Alonso locks up though, leaves the racetrack. Does that allow Carlos Sainz to get him back? No, not quite. Fernando Alonso puts his car, his McLaren, up into 5th place. Sainz, career best, equaling 6th as a result. And they're still locking up.
Keine Punkte holt, noch nicht zum WM-Titel reichen. Aber jetzt jetzt schauen Sie mal, Alonso vorbei an Massa und Webber.
Webber, und jetzt hier sehen wir es nochmal. Achtung, ja, da hat der Felipe den Mark Webber doch schön.
Not let him through yet, and now look how close Alonso is.
Liuzzi has been pretty much a problem for drivers all day, and both the back of those Ferraris, McLaren stepping out, Hamilton even more so than Alonso, and Liuzzi pits then. He clears. Look at this.
This could be a
Surely
chance.
he's got a chance in the slipstream.
I think he might well have. He got better drive, better acceleration out of the slower corners. This could be the lead going for Hamilton. Alonso senses an opportunity. They are side by side down the pit straight in Indianapolis. The two teammates, you could put a cigarette paper between the wheels. Hamilton holds his nerve, but Alonso is on the warpath.
And I tell you, you know from GP2, you will not frighten Lewis Hamilton off the road. And Hamilton, with every opportunity to make a new boy's mistake down there and lock the wheels, didn't. Held his line, held his nerve, braked just in the right place. They're putting 1,500 pounds per square inch pressure into the braking system to pull 5 times the force of gravity to get rid of 210 miles an hour down to 70. They're losing 140 miles an hour in 80 metres, and you have to press it absolutely by the right amount at the right time, and that's what Hamilton did. Look at that for a good slipstream effect, but Hamilton parked his car on the inside and then braked beautifully.
Well, that's what comes from being a racing driver from the age of 8. Both of these men were able to start karting at 8 years old. They got so much experience. Hamilton, 14 years of racing experience, and he's only 22. And a steely nerve. Now we saw a little mistake from Alonso, who goes wide again. What's that all about? The blue flag flying across the road. And Alonso just swerving across that.
That's a little signal. It's a little signal to the pit wall, I would imagine. I don't think Fernando's emotions are fully under control in the car or out of the car at the moment.